Hey everybody, welcome back. Here at OMG Games doing the requested deck techs. Next up we have ELVES, a little bit of a different version, different take on a classic deck that's been doing well, including at the Star City Games Charlotte Open. So let's take a look. Alright, so here we are with ELVES. As always, we'll go through the deck one set of cards at a time. So we've got a full set of Llanowar Elves and Arbor Elves, as well as the Tree Speak. This deck produces a great deal of mana in the first few turns. Now, talking to the deck designer and chief player, basically the deck actually kind of works oddly like playing Merfolk. Basically, you want to hit turn 2 into one of the 14 lords it runs. We've got the Elvish Archdruid, the Warcaller, Azuri, as well as Beastmaster's Ascension. Any one of these 14 cards is pretty devastating on turn 2 because you can really get online in a hurry. Now, a little bit different from some of the other elf decks, this one is still running the Wolfbriar Elemental. I don't see why not, considering how much mana it can generate quickly. This deck can basically play Wolfbriar on turn 3 kicked a couple times. It's pretty devastating. Next up, we've got a Singleton Untamed Might to get past bolts. Singleton Infiltrator Lens to recover from things like Wraths and Pyroclasms. The Quest for Renewal is an interesting add. It allows them to generate a lot of mana on their opponent's turn for some of the things out of the sideboard, as well as keeping things up for blocking with Zuri on the board. Singleton Canopy Cover, nothing like protecting your lords. Now, another one of those things that really ramps into is the Steel Hellkite. Dropping it turn 3, turn 4, turn 5 can be devastating against almost any deck. Sword of Mind to Body protects it from good old Jace and some of the other decks around. Of course, our 12th through 14th lords there, Beastmaster's Ascension. And a Bear Umbra, just another way to protect his lords. Now, this deck is greedy. With one Oran Reef, and count them, 19 lands other than that. Pretty greedy, but fast with all the 1-drops it has. Wolf tokens. Now, let's look out of the board. More Untamed Mights for that red matchup. Some Haze Frogs. Now, talking to the deck designer, he's actually thinking about going back to Fogs. At 5 mana, it's a little expensive to hit that Haze Frog. Autumn Veil, of course, always very, very good against the blue decks. Naturalizes, and a Sling Bow Trap for those pesky Baneslayer Angels. Alright, so there we go. There is ELVES, as done by Patrick at the Scars of Mirrodin Game Day here at OMG Games.